the golden California sun casting light on the Montecito mansion of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle has never felt more like a spotlight in an interrogation room. What began as a bold departure from the British monarchy to pursue impact-driven philanthropy has hit a catastrophic wall of federal scrutiny. Rumors of an IRS deep dive into the Archewell Foundation have reached a fever pitch, centered on a staggering $8 million discrepancy that critics claim exposes a pattern of financial incompetency, or, more damningly, intentional charity fraud. For a couple that rebranded themselves as the world's moral compass, the sight of federal auditors combing through their ledgers is a blow that even the best PR team in Hollywood may not be able to soften. The heart of the controversy lies in the complex, and often contradictory, tax filings of the Archewell Foundation. Financial analysts and royal watchers alike have pointed to a glaring gap in the Foundation's reporting. While major donor-advised funds reported massive grants to Archewell, including a notable $6 million contribution from Fidelity Charitable, Archewell's own internal filings initially showed a much more modest intake. In 2022, while millions were reportedly moving toward the Foundation, Archewell's public tax returns, Form 990, showed a dramatic plunge in revenue, falling from over $13 million in its inaugural year to just $2 million. This isn't the first time the Sussexes have fumbled the paperwork. Just last year, the California Registry of Charities and Fundraisers officially labeled Archewell delinquent for failing to submit annual reports and renewal fees. While Meghan's team blamed a lost check, the image of a multi-million-dollar charity being barred from fundraising due to basic administrative failure fueled the narrative of a foundation built on smoke and mirrors. While Prince Harry is often viewed as the supportive passenger in this American venture, the primary critique consistently lands at the feet of Meghan Markle. Known for her meticulously curated image and American Riviera lifestyle, Meghan has been characterized by critics as the driving force behind a brand that prioritizes optics over tangible output. The controversy surrounding the $8 million in missing or delayed funds is seen by many as a direct reflection of her management style. High on ambition but struggling with the rigorous transparency required by the IRS. From the grifter labels famously bestowed by Spotify executives to the current financial firestorm, Meghan remains the polarizing figure at the center of the storm. Her detractors argue that the foundation has become a shell, designed to fund a royal lifestyle under the guise of global service, with more money reportedly spent on high-end consultants and public relations than on the actual causes they claim to champion. The most stinging critique leveled against the Sussexes is the ratio of their overhead to their impact. It seems everything they touch turns into a problem. One industry insider noted, "It may be a case of sheer incompetency, but when you're dealing with millions in public and private donations, oops doesn't satisfy the IRS." The Foundation's expenses have historically raised eyebrows. While they tout projects like the Welcome Project for refugees, their filings have shown massive payouts for swallowing a significant portion. Six-figure sums for a handful of staff members, while grant distributions remained relatively stagnant. Costs that often blur the line between personal branding and charitable outreach. If the IRS raid and subsequent fraud allegations gain further legal traction, the consequences go beyond a PR nightmare. A charity fraud conviction or a permanent loss of tax-exempt status would effectively dismantle the Sussexes' professional infrastructure in the United States. For Meghan, whose brand is inextricably linked to her status as a philanthropic leader, an IRS-confirmed scandal involving $8 million would be an irrecoverable blow to her credibility. As the federal gaze intensifies, the world is left wondering, is Archewell a genuine vehicle for change, or is it a crumbling monument to a couple who traded their royal duties for a Hollywood dream that is proving far more expensive and legally precarious than they ever imagined?